This week, we opened a case file that exposed an ongoing, high-stakes battle taking place on our open waters. How organized commercial operators look at protected marine sanctuaries not as delicate ecosystems, but as unguarded vaults waiting to be stripped for a quick payload. It began in the freezing hours of the early morning, and it concluded with a definitive judicial verdict that proved the law does not fade out at sea. Millions of you across the globe have flooded our feeds over the last few days, fiercely debating the boundaries of maritime law and local resource protection. We looked at how an external crew crossed province lines armed with banned, fine mesh nets and heavy air compressors to raid a sanctuary local small-scale fishermen spent years protecting. Today, we bring the entire narrative together into one seamless feature. We will break down the precise mechanics of the early morning Bantay Dagat intercept, the forensic inventory on my desk as the duty investigator, and the ironclad conviction under the Philippine Fisheries Code. Watch this file until the very end to understand why short-term greed can never withstand the universal law of consequence. This is the complete feature. To the untrained eye, the ocean looks like an endless, inexhaustible blue horizon. But beneath that calm surface lies a delicate, living infrastructure that requires balance to survive. When commercial greed enters the deep using industrialized weapons to scoop up marine life, indiscriminately, it breaks the reproductive loop of the entire ecosystem, leaving a barren underwater desert in a single night. The file began in the raw, dark hours of the early morning. While the coastal communities were asleep, the brave frontline personnel of the Bantay Dagat, the municipal marine patrol, were executing a high-stakes maritime interdiction. Out in the prohibited zones, they intercepted a massive vessel operating completely outside the law. I was the duty investigator at the police headquarters when the morning light broke. The Bantay Dagat teams arrived at our deck, turning over 7 hardened individuals captured red-handed on the water. Along with the suspects, they hauled in a massive payload of evidence: an entire commercial wooden boat, heavy industrial air compressors, thousands of meters of illegal fine mesh nets, and hundreds of kilograms of illicitly harvested fish. In law enforcement, an investigator's desk is where raw chaos is converted into airtight legal proof. I immediately initiated the formal turnover protocol, painstakingly marking, tagging, and conducting a physical inventory of the seized maritime assets directly on the scene. As we processed the suspects' identities, the strategic layer of the crime was exposed. None of these men belonged to our municipality. They were a foreign crew from an entirely different island, sailing across open water to invade and exploit a neighborhood vault. They thought administrative lines made them ghosts on the water. They were wrong. We locked down the processing, placed all 7 individuals into a secure detention cell, and forwarded the forensic file to the office of the provincial prosecutor. At Ching's perspective, our guiding principle is absolute professional confidentiality and legal integrity. When documenting active environmental crimes that result in full court convictions, we operate under strict legal boundaries. We do not leak raw tactical videos of active operations, and we do not compromise the strategies of local coastal patrols. To deliver this crucial environmental warning without losing its heavy investigative impact, we utilized advanced AI prompting. We explicitly rejected basic cartoon filters or childish animations. Instead, we directed the AI engine to reconstruct hyper-realistic, human-like visual stills, focusing on the damp wood of a confiscated hull, the cold metal of an illegal compressor tank, and the meticulous process of a roadside evidence catalog. By leveraging technology, we preserve the integrity of the judicial process while ensuring the stark environmental lesson is vividly understood by millions worldwide. Shortcutting the environment is a high-risk gamble where the house always wins. The Office of the Provincial Prosecutor formally issued a criminal information for flagrant violations of the Philippine Fisheries Code. We marched the evidence straight into the courtroom. Faced with an airtight forensic inventory, the precise tracking logs of the Bantay Dagat, and the undeniable presence of banned commercial gear inside a protected sanctuary, the defense completely crumbled. The regional court delivered an absolute verdict: guilty. The suspects were formally convicted, and their multi-million peso commercial vessel was permanently stripped and forfeited to the state. They sailed into our municipal waters looking for a quick, high-yield payload. Instead, they left behind their boat, their expensive industrial gear, their freedom, and their reputation, proving that the law handles environmental predators with an iron fist. This case forces us to look past the immediate value of a single catch. To a greedy commercial operator, using fine mesh nets, high-pressure compressors, or destructive dynamite looks like high efficiency. It's a fast injection of profit. But shortcutting the ocean is an act of ecological suicide. Fine mesh nets don't just harvest mature fish. They scoop up the fry, the eggs, and the juveniles, completely breaking the reproductive loop of the marine ecosystem. To the operators of massive commercial fishing boats, let this case file serve as a definitive boundary line. Respect the municipal sanctuaries. Stay outside the prohibited zones. The municipal waters belong to the small, local fishermen who fish with honor to feed their families. When you bring industrialized, illegal gear into their sanctuaries, you are not just breaking a code, you are stealing food from the tables of innocent children. My perspective today is a fundamental lesson in Stoic legacy. To avoid arrest, conviction, and ultimate ruin, you must simply learn to live fairly. Do not allow your mind to be blinded by short-term happiness or fast payloads. True status isn't built on what you can ruthlessly extract from the earth in a single night. Let us build a legacy for the next generation, ensuring our children inherit an abundant, thriving ocean rather than a dead, silent sea. The law is harsh, but it remains the shield of our natural resources. Obey the boundaries, protect our sea treasures, and guard your honor. What is your perspective? Should illegal commercial boats be destroyed on the spot to send a message? Let me know in the comments below. Keep your mind sharp, your values unshakable, and your perspective grounded. I'm Ching, and I'll see you in the next case file.
If you made this far, comment the word "more" so I know who the real ones are.